this is Mahima. Thanks for tuning in. Who does not love ice cream? I'm delighted today to introduce you to Ashish and Ranu Surana, who have made their love for ice cream into their profession. With their unique journey, we are eager to learn from their insight and hear their story. Welcome, Ashish and Ranu, and thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you, Mahima.
Thank you.
Well, thank you for giving us this wonderful opportunity.
I'm super delighted to have you here. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself and your entrepreneurial journey so far?
Yes. नमस्कार, मेरा नाम रानू सुराना है.
Hi everybody, Namaskar. My name is Ashish Surana and we are co-founders of Go Pure Natural Ice Cream. We will do this entire interview in English as well as Hindi, like a mix of both. So I think is this okay?
Yeah.
Ranu will explain a little bit about her, like how we have reached so far, like our entire entrepreneur journey.
मैंने अपनी एजुकेशन में MBA किया है और IIM बैंगलोर से कुछ एंटरप्रेन्योरल कोर्सेज भी किए हैं. हमारी जर्नी स्टार्ट होती है साल 2015 में, जब मैं और आशीष अपने होम टाउन सिटी ऑफ लेक्स उदयपुर राजस्थान शिफ्ट हुए बैंगलोर से. हम राजस्थान में बेसिकली कहा जाता है कि आइसक्रीम मतलब मीठे के बिना खाना अधूरा है, और राजस्थानी तो वैसे भी फूडी भी होते हैं और मीठे के भी बहुत शौकीन होते हैं. वैसे ही मुझे और आशीष को भी आइसक्रीम बहुत पसंद है, पर क्या होता है कि आशीष जब भी बाहर की आर्टिफिशियल फ्लेवर और केमिकल वाली आइसक्रीम खाते तो उनको कोल्ड और सॉर थ्रोट होने लगता. मतलब बेसिकली ये कि जब भी ये बाहर की आइसक्रीम खाते जिसमें आर्टिफिशियल कलर, केमिकल्स और स्टेबलाइजर्स मिले होते तो उनको कोल्ड और सॉर थ्रोट होने लगता. आपको बिलीव नहीं होगा कि आशीष ने 25 साल की उम्र तक आइसक्रीम खाई नहीं, इवन टच नहीं करी. पेरेंट्स खाने ही नहीं देते थे. बेसिकली इनको कोल्ड और सॉर थ्रोट होने लगता, बुखार आ जाता. तो जैसे फिर हम क्या उदयपुर सिटी में शिफ्ट हुए तो वहाँ हमने काफी प्योर और हेल्दी आइसक्रीम्स के ऑप्शंस खोजना शुरू किए. बट इतने ब्यूटीफुल और टूरिस्ट फ्रेंडली शहर में हमको कोई ऑप्शंस अवेलेबल ही नहीं हो गई कि भैया कुछ प्योर अच्छी विदाउट प्रिजर्वेटिव और आर्टिफिशियल फ्लेवर्स के हमें आइसक्रीम खाने को मिल सके. तो अब आइसक्रीम और कुछ भी स्वीट्स अगर आप खा रहे हो या कुछ भी खाना खा रहे हो तो आपको लगता है कि यार कोई एक जना साथ में हो, अकेले अकेले मजा नहीं आता है. तो कोई कंपनी चाहिए होती हमें, और मैं खा रही हूँ और आशीष खड़े खड़े मुझे देख रहे हैं तो वो भी अच्छा नहीं लगता है. तो वहीं से मैंने सोचा कि क्यों ना हम मैं घर पे आशीष के लिए आइसक्रीम बनाऊं. तो वहां से आशीष के लिए मैंने मिल्क, फ्रूट और शुगर से आइसक्रीम बनाना शुरू किया. फर्स्ट पेपर उस टाइम आई थिंक सीताफल का सीजन था, तो मैंने सीताफल आइसक्रीम आशीष के लिए बनाई. एंड सरप्राइजिंगली आशीष को आइसक्रीम बेहद पसंद आई. इवन घर में भी जिसने भी आइसक्रीम टेस्ट करी उन्हें काफी सबको बहुत पसंद आई. और बस फिर क्या था, वहीं से हमारी गो प्योर की जर्नी स्टार्ट हुई और हमने अपने ब्रांड गो प्योर आइसक्रीम्स की उदयपुर शहर से शुरुआत करी.
That's a very interesting story कि आपने घर से शुरुआत करी अपने एंटरप्राइज की, राइट? एंड nothing more delicious than ice cream, and if you can eat it in a pure way, और तो क्या ही चाहिए फिर.
True. And this is like more Ranu's part, and if we come to my part, so it's more like I was working with Cisco. I did my masters from IIIT Bangalore. I worked for around 9 years in Cisco. So she was running this business from home. I got the opportunity to work from home, and we were doing I was staying in Udaipur. Since it's a very beautiful city, I always have a dream to live in a city which is very close to the nature. So I decided to stay in Udaipur for a few years, and then we will move to Bangalore or somewhere else. But I really love this city, and plus Ranu ka jo venture tha, it suddenly kicked off. So we had around 13 outlets across India organically, and she was not able to handle that enquiries as well as the supply chain and all. So I decided in year 2019 to join Ranu in her venture and to make GoPure a national brand. From there, my journey started.
That's a very interesting journey. And so can you share any personal experiences that inspired you to then, open this as an ice cream brand starting from home?
Yes, definitely. बेसिकली क्या मैंने बचपन से ही अपनी दादी, मम्मी, इवन मेरे पापा को भी फूड के साथ कुछ ना कुछ एक्सपेरिमेंट करते हुए देखा है, कुछ ना कुछ नया इनोवेशन करते हुए देखा है। तो वैसा वाला कीड़ा मुझ में भी है कि कुछ ना कुछ मतलब खाना तो सभी खाना है, बट उसमें कुछ ना कुछ नया क्या किया जाए। तो वो तो घर से स्टार्ट था कि भाई यार दादी नानी इतना यमी खाना बनाती है और कुछ ना कुछ एक इवन नई चीज भी है तो कितना टेस्टी कैसे बनता है और उसका आप किस तरह से नया प्रेजेंट कर सकते हैं। तो वहां से मैंने अपनी जर्नी स्टार्ट करी, बट उससे वहां से मैंने कभी ये नहीं सोचा कि उसको आगे कैसे ले जाया जाए, अपने इस शौक को आगे कैसे ले जाया जाए। उसके बाद मेरी शादी हो गई, आशीष के साथ मैं बैंगलोर शिफ्ट हो गई। असली जर्नी जो है वो मेरी बैंगलोर से स्टार्ट होती है, बट उस कि भाई मैं अपने जो सपने हैं उसको पूरा कैसे कर सकूं, जो ये मेरा कुछ ना कुछ नया करने का कीड़ा है फूड के साथ, तो उसको आगे कैसे पहुंचाया जाए। तो उसमें मेरी आशीष ने काफी हेल्प करी, विदाउट मतलब फुल सपोर्ट रहा आशीष का। बैंगलोर से मैंने अपने फर्स्ट वेंचर की शुरुआत करी, केक्स और डिलीशियस करके वेंचर का नाम है, जहाँ पे मैंने केक और सेवरीज स्टार्ट करा। 2 साल तक उस वेंचर को स्टार्ट किया, बट जैसा कि आशीष ने बताया कि उनका वर्क फ्रॉम होम अवेलेबल हो गया था, तो हम उदयपुर शिफ्ट हो गए। बट एक्चुअल में जो एक्सपीरियंस था वहां से स्टार्ट हुआ, और उदयपुर आके हमने आइसक्रीम वेंचर का उसके बाद मैंने आइसक्रीम वेंचर को स्टार्ट किया।
वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग। लाइक बहुत लोगों को कुकिंग का शौक नहीं होता, so when you have that कीड़ा for cooking, right, you have that love for cooking, it's only then that you innovate, correct? I don't have that love for cooking, but I can imagine that you have that love and that translates into your business. So yeah, very great.
और बेसिकली वो सब आप इवन अपने पापा को भी जब देखते हो ना, तो काफी कुछ ना कुछ नया तो आपको और मोटिवेशन मिलता है।
So some love to cook and then get motivated, some like to eat. So yeah. And a lot of people have self-employment dreams for their future. Who should actually think about getting into this field then?
I think those who have dreamed to build something, or who has some goal in their life, like to achieve something, to build some brand. So if somebody have that type of dream, like we have that dream, like Ranu always wanted to develop something new, and I always wanted to build something. So build in sense to build a brand. I always wanted to build a brand. Still, like we are trying to make GoPure as a we are like presenting this as a brand. We don't want it to be a regional thing or local specific thing. So we wanted to be a national brand, first 5 players or the first 3 players in India. So that is what the dream is. Okay, we wanted to go to international market. So if so this is like one way to think. If somebody has some dream, we have a dream like this. Somebody might have a dream to do like to go into some service industry, to go into the IT industry, to build some softwares. Okay? So it all depends, but there should always be a dream, and entrepreneurs should day and night think about that dream, how to achieve that, how to reach that goal. So वो भूख, वो हंगर होना चाहिए एक एंटरप्रेन्योर में, तभी वो मतलब उस ड्रीम को अचीव कर सकता है. इफ ही और शी डज नॉट सिर्फ ओनली ऐसा सोचा, जैसे आईटी कंपनीज में जब होते हैं, मेरे जो फ्रेंड्स भी हैं, सो दे ऑलवेज टॉक अबाउट का कुछ करना है, बट करते नहीं है. सो करना तो सबको है, वो हर समय ऐसे ही डिस्कस करते हैं कुछ तो करना है, बट वो गट्स और वो जो आउट ऑफ द बॉक्स निकल के उस सारे चैलेंजेस को पार करते हुए, वो कुछ भी नहीं सोचते हुए कि समाज क्या बोलेगा, आपका परिवार क्या बोलेगा, आपके घर वाले क्या बोलेंगे. लाइक व्हेन वी स्टार्टेड वी गॉट अ लॉट ऑफ बैकफायर फ्रॉम आवर फैमिली एज वेल एज द रिलेटिव्स. इतनी कंफर्टेबल जॉब छोड़ के यू गाइस आर लाइक गोइंग टू स्टार्ट आइसक्रीम बिजनेस, एंड दे वर थिंकिंग लाइक आइसक्रीम की लारी लगाएंगे. So that type of thoughts are coming in their mind. So to inquire, to tackle with those type of challenges, it's really a tough thing. And जो वो कर लेगा, I think वही आगे बढ़ पाएगा और वही अपने self employment dream को हासिल कर पाएगा. Otherwise it's going to be very challenging.
Yeah, absolutely. So if you have the dreams and then you have the courage, only then you can go for it. So many people do, like a lot of people have those dreams, but they never have that courage because what will people think, what will my family think, that comes in, and it plays a big role in your life, correct?
But and what will happen if they will lose, or agar wo success nahi ho paye, if there is any failure. So those type of thoughts comes in their mind before even starting that venture.
Exactly. So how do you then remove that negative thoughts that I will succeed in this? You have to have that confidence, right? How do you build that?
So I am more like a very positive person. Like I actually मैं self motivation भी बहुत करता हूँ. मतलब like people see videos and they go to the motivational gurus to get the motivation. I also do that, but apart from that I actually set the target for myself, like ये achieve क्यों नहीं हो सकता है, I will do that and then I will go ahead with that. मैं अपना पूरा फोर्स लगा देता हूँ. तो सेल्फ मोटिवेशन पे भी मैं बहुत रहता हूँ. बहुत बार ऐसा हुआ है टाइम, लाइक इन कोरोना वी वर लाइक entire, like that was a very challenging years for us. So we were like almost bankrupt. Okay, we don't have any money left, and very bad situation, like very bad phase we are going through. Although my family, like my father and all are well settled and all, but I always like मेरा पहले से ड्रीम है कि मैं किसी के पास नहीं जाऊंगा. मतलब मैं खुद से ही सब कुछ करूंगा और कुछ भी हो जाए मैं किसी से हेल्प नहीं लूंगा. तो मैंने वही कारण से मैं कोरोना में भी जब हम लोग बहुत मतलब बुरी स्टेज में हो गए, वी अगेन गेट अप, एंड ओनली बिकॉज ऑफ द मोटिवेशन, सेल्फ मोटिवेशन एज वेल एज कुछ करना है, हम हार नहीं मानेंगे. सो आए हैं तो कुछ करके जाएंगे, और दैट इज व्हाट द थॉट एंड दैट इज व्हाट द मोटिवेशन वी ऑलवेज गो थ्रू. आई थिंक यही अभी तक रहा है.
That's great to hear. And people fail and then they have to rise up, like not give up. So you've reached where you've reached because you did not give up, right? You could have gone back to your job as well.
Correct.
But then you did not give up. So that's something.
You will not believe we have 13 outlets when before Corona, and that is the moment I thought that I should leave my job. I left my job. I joined Ranu, and after 6 months the Corona hit. Within that 6 months, I have like my entire saving I have put in this business, because I thought now we have to make it 13 to 50. So with that dream, I have put my entire saving. Even we have 2 land, so I sold that land also. मतलब मैंने अपने plots बेच दिए. मेरे पास में 2 plot थे मेरा hard saving से, वो उसको भी मैंने सेल कर दिया for this venture. And suddenly after 6 months the Corona hit, entire money gone. सब कुछ bankrupt हो गया. All 13 outlets vanished, like 0 outlets. So very challenging phase they're going through. My parents told कि यार वापस से जॉब ले लो. मेरे फ्रेंड्स ने बोला, even at a moment रानू also told कि यार चलो अपन जॉब में ही चलते हैं फिर से. बैंगलोर में अच्छा था, 25 lakhs का पैकेज था, अच्छी जॉब थी, क्या बुरा था. So I don't know. अभी हिम्मत नहीं आ रही है, एक बार कूदे हैं तो अभी इसे पूरा करके ही जाएंगे. तो इतना जल्दी हार मानने से कोई मतलब नहीं है. So अगर ऐसा करेंगे तो फिर एंटरप्रेन्योर का कोई मीनिंग नहीं है, फिर वो ड्रीम क्या रह गया. So this is how we again arise. We got the two partners with us in year 2021, and from 2022 February we started this business again. So like from till to now, it's almost like 1.5 years. We have crossed the 23 plus outlets.
Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. So you like the moral of the story is don't give up. Even if you fail once, just go on giving that your 100%. So yeah, thank you so much for sharing this. And do you believe any specific skill sets or educational qualification would be something that give someone an edge over others when they are starting their entrepreneurial journey? And if there are any skills that would be developed to in particular to your ice cream manufacturing, if someone wants to open that, like what skills would they need to do that then?
We believe entrepreneurs should see opportunities. Like when the corona hits, a lot of people see opportunities, a lot of people got demotivated, right? So entrepreneurs should always see opportunities, even from the scrap. So plus they should have the patience. I believe the patience is the key. And I have seen a lot of young entrepreneurs who are coming into this thing, starting a new business, a new venture, but their thought and their process is completely different. They don't have any patience. They wanted to see results in few months only. So that is what I believe, that entrepreneur journey is like unme patience hona bahut zaruri. If they don't have the patience na, so and then the risk, measured risk capability should be there. So entrepreneur should be R&D mindset, because I have seen people who are more like an entrepreneur but doing a trading form of thing. If we see, there are two sets of entrepreneurs. One is majorly into the service industry or the IT industry, and second is who are like building something, some products and all. So I believe that both industries are very, very good. We are more into the R&D sector. R&D means we are developing ice creams, we are making beautiful ice creams. Our entire time, our majority of our initial few years, we focused more on the R&D side. So we officially started this business as a commercially in year 2022. But before that, it's more like a R&D, how the product is going into the market, how the customer is responding. So that 3-4 years, initial 3-4 years is more like product development as well as market, whether it's a market fit or not, how the customers are reaching or behaving or reacting to our product. So although I believe now the cycle is small, although we took a lot of years, but I believe like few months for R&D part, then for the market fit or the market test, and then they should eventually go full-fledged into the market. And now a lot of options are there. People can get the funding very easily. They should have a very good idea, and then it's very easy to get the fund and all. So they can make it bigger very quickly. So, but whether they will make it a bigger very quickly or not, the key is that they should have patience. They should have a risk taking ability, and they should always create new. They should develop new. They should have that type of tendency, not like developing one product and then we're trying to sell it for years and years. That's not going to work now. So there should be innovation, and then hunger should also always there to go bigger and bigger. I think that's the all these things should be there in entrepreneur. That's what I believe.
Yeah, exactly. And patience is something that I think our generation is actually lacking. Like we don't have the patience we want everything right now. So yeah, these are some of the skills that you should actually have, be an entrepreneur, right?
And because of that, they are following a wrong path also. I have seen entrepreneurs that are trying to achieve everything in a very quick time, and for that they are sacrificing their ethics. They are not going on the right path. They are trying to go with some paths which I don't believe it's correct. So that is also a way to see.
Exactly. And like you mentioned, you should keep on innovating. I think there's a lot of competition out there, right? So if you don't innovate, then you won't reach very far. So you should have a USP. Like your USP is pure ice cream without chemicals. So people should think about that. What makes me different from others, and what will differentiate me, and that helps a lot when you have a USP. So my next question is, what kind of base investment should people be willing to make to set up a business like yours, and what are the potential risks involved? So you've already discussed that you were on the verge of bankruptcy, and even then you did not give up. But then are there any other risks apart from financial risks, and would you be able to define a time frame that is needed, like with patience? What time frame was needed to invest to actually start that business will start giving you returns then?
See, there is no such specific answer to this question.
I know.
But if we there are a lot of entrepreneurs, their journeys are very different. Their potential risk involved are completely different. Their time frames are completely different. Some may have reached to a very they have become very big brands in very short period of time, and some may take years. But that years does not mean that they are not successful. They are very strong in their fields and their area, and they are doing a very good thing, a good business, good profits. So I think at least 2 to 3 years is a good amount of time where people will start getting returns. That's what I have seen. The majority of majority of businesses or the startups, what I have seen, they usually see results or start getting results almost like after 2 years or 2 to 3 years, and unless until there's things like corona, so that is out of our control. But generally you can see start getting returns after 2 to 3 years. And the potential risk, if we see, we already discussed about a potential, but the one which I have forgot is the family. So to have that patience and to handle the family, if you are married and you have the kids and all, the parents and all are if dependent on you, then it's not easy. So that risk is completely different than the risk what you have, investor money and all is a different risk. But this family risk is far बहुत ज़्यादा pressure वाला होता है, और it's those not everybody can handle that. So for that you need what to say आपको अंदर से होना चाहिए कि उसको कैसे हैंडल करना है और उसको साथ में लेते हुए कैसे आगे चलना है.
True, very true. And you started your business started from home, right? Then it grew. So our generation has that tendency that we need a big investment to start our business. It should be crores of investment only, then we'll succeed. So can we start very small and then you can grow? How was it for you then?
So for us, it started from home. And see, one thing which I wanted to tell, to make commercial ice cream using only 3 ingredients: milk, fruit and sugar. Very few players are in the industry who are making this ice creams only with 2 or 3 components. It's very difficult. Plus, it's a huge investment centric. The machines is not a simple machines which is available in the market. If that is the case, anybody will able to make this ice creams. Okay, so for us, we know that it's not going to be a simple task. And then 2, with these three components, making a commercial ice cream where we need to take care of the texture, okay, and then how the shelf life of the product. So all those things we need to take care, right? That is not the easy thing. So that is also a huge capital intensive. If we have to put the machinery in a single shot, it's not going to work. So what we did is that first we make ice creams at the home with limited amount of investment, say 5,000 or 2,000 or 4,000. I think we bought a simple machine of 3,000 something, and we start making ice creams at home and trying and giving it to my friends and all. One of my friends actually liked the ice cream, and he told that I want to open your franchisee, although your texture is not up to the mark. So I said that we will make that if you believe in our product, and if you believe that we can do the R&D and we can make this correct, so you invest and we will give it to you, the ice cream what you want. So this is how we started. First we try to get the market, and then we have invested money in our company, and not like initially we put some lakhs and then we started our business. So it's the vice versa. First we पहले हमने customers ढूंढे and then we invested money in our venture, because we know the customers are there. Now we can invest money in our company. So start with small, but always have a dream or always have a plan, like how to make it bigger.
That's very inspiring. I think it's very empowering as well. Like, do your market research first. Don't try to go big the very first time that you've done it. You're starting out. Do your market research. Start small. Try to start small, and you can go big after that, right? If once you have your investment, when you've done your R&D. Thank you. And is there any other advice that you would like to share with anyone who has self-employment goals in their mind?
Actually, yes. So a lot of things which I have already covered in the interview for the young entrepreneur. Okay, but entrepreneur is, like I am again repeating, entrepreneur is an innovator. It's a source of new idea. In last few years, I have seen entrepreneur has become a very fancy word in a startup world. Actually, it is not so fancy. If you see if you see entrepreneur journey as a real on the ground level, it's not so fancy. So people nowadays in the home, they thought that entrepreneurship is like a very easy thing. You just have to raise money and बड़ा बड़ा कर दो और खत्म, और ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है. So it's you are with me, right? So it's like you have already gone through a lot of interviews. Like आपने बहुत सारे interviews अभी लिए होंगे और भी entrepreneurs के. So I think they also have shared the similar thoughts. So on the ground level, it's not so easy, right? They have to handle a lot of challenges, uncertainties, and risk. But the best part is that the satisfying, like if you produce a product, give it to the customer, and if customer get delight while consuming your product or your service, and the feedback what you got from that customer, that is the main thing which an entrepreneur actually looking for, or that is what the entrepreneurship is. So their entire purpose is to get that feedback from the customer, or to get that satisfactory or a delightful, like if you able to delight a customer, that is the whole thing, right? And also by developing new products or with your venture, with your brand, you are empowering other men and women by giving employment, right? So that is also a very good thing. If entrepreneurs will come up, more and more entrepreneurs will come up, more and more employment generation will be there. If I will give advice specifically for the food industry, which from where I am, or in which I am working, so technology are really simplifying our lives. What it is true, right? With the mobiles and tabs and all, but we need food every day, right? we need innovation in food, because today we see people, kids eating chips, burgers, and junk food. All this having high amount of sugars, preservatives, right? Salts, colors, chemicals, which are very harmful. So we want to ask who is creative, who is creating innovative products in food industry, ensuring us a healthy life. After Corona, this trend has changed. A lot of new entrepreneurs has come into this industry. They are exploring products, food products, which are very healthy, right? You can see the diseases like cancer, heart attack, and the BP are rising nowadays, and this is because of high amount of consumption of salt, right? Sugar, artificial colors, and chemicals. Every product you see the package, and you can see their ingredients. It's written emulsifier, chemicals, colors, synthetic colors, synthetic flavors. So that are very harmful. We are in India where we have a tradition to use a homemade food which is like very healthy, fresh food. So why not again revamp those things, right? So still in India, livelihood of lot of people are agriculture dependent. I have seen like here in Udaipur, I have seen farmers are throwing the sitafal and jamun in the season because not much buyers are there, and they don't know how to preserve that. They don't know how to make a good product out of that. So there we need the innovation. There we need young people or young entrepreneurs to come, right? We need innovation, and we encourage more and more young people to come into agri and food sector, so that we are able to save a lot of farmers, a lot of their income will increase, right? And we can also give a good product to the market.
Very
That's
true.
all I wanted to say.
Yeah, and these are some great advices that you've shared. Like, if anyone is actually, if anyone hears this out there, they should actually follow these steps, these skill set that they'll need to develop, and they can reach where you have reached, right? That amount of success. So you have to be willing to take risk. You have to innovate. Yeah, thank you so much for sharing this. And your invaluable insights and experience will surely help people who are actually looking out to looking out for their self-employment journey. And you've achieved a great level of success, and I'm sure this interview will serve as a guiding light to many entrepreneurs out there. Thank you so much.
So yeah, we will able to continue with our journey, and definitely we want people to reach greater heights, and will be a source of motivation for other people too.
We need more people like you out there, so who motivate others to be selfless and help others. Knowledge sharing is something that's really important. Right. And yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.